To game number 2 in the finals, the grand finals is best of 7 for the JORD Invitational. A lot of you guys want to know who won that second watch. Well, it was going to be announced, but we'll do it after the player intros.
Wow!
Woo! In the bottom right corner of the map, we've got our red Zerg player leading the series 1-0. It's Liquid Snute.
In the top left, as the blue Protoss, it's Welmu, and the winner of the watch will be revealed after these commercial breaks.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like those sort of cheap ploys. Now, I did check. I see him in chat right now. The question is he AFK? Is he listening? Yeptastic is going to be the winner of the second draw to claim the prize from Bart90, who was. It is not here. So, Yeptastic, say something in chat. Reach out to Real Chat soon. I see you in chat, and I hope you're not AFK. But again, if he is, we'll draw another name for game number 3, guys.
Oh my goodness.
That's good. How awkward would that be if like you go to the ace match 7 times, 7 people aren't here? Like, whoa.
That means one of us gets to watch, right? We just rock, paper, scissors.
Right, yeah, right? We'll split it. You have to watch on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Sundays. I'll take Mondays, Tuesdays.
It's like divorce court.
Exactly. It's like the child. Alright, so Snute, that was like a wicked deja vu moment, because that was pretty much, I think, the same way that map went last time. Welmu, he went for a more dedicated version of the attack, but the downside to it was it gave Snute a lot more time to repair. I don't think he's got the wrong moves, I just think the execution clearly wasn't quite there. And I don't know what it takes to really beat back Snute, but I mean, if there's a map with no gold bases, Coda would be the one.
Yeah. Well, Snute changes things up from a gold base, just a really quick 3-hatch for a pool. A little bit bold. As while Forge Fast Expand is no longer the only go-to, it's still very possible on a map like Coda. Luckily for him, he's going to get away with it. Elwin was already dedicated to a second gas. He's going to be scot-free with 3-hatch.
Overlord just kind of gets free reign of everything too, so good scouts without dedicating much. I feel like it's been a long time since we've seen Zerg players really get away with this much greed. Like, because there was a time period, like almost a full year, every matchup was 3-hatch before pool, and you could get away with it like 9 times out of 10. But players got a lot more aggressive, and these builds sort of started falling off, and two base mutas, like these sort of builds started taking prevalence over the last, I'd say, last 3 to 4 months. So it is a bit weird to see 3-hatch before pool coming out of Snute.
Yeah, it was a little dangerous, but it ended up being a really good choice. It is a best of 7, so you're able to kind of risk these things. So I really like the way that he's playing this best of. Man, chat hates you.
I know, I'm watching the flood of pitchforks and PJ Salts. It was so worth it. Never in my life do I get the opportunity to be that level of troll. It felt good.
Oh, they see it now.
Well,
wait, how are we ever going to find him?
It's not our job to worry about it.
I guess so. Oh, I see him! Oh, he's here!
Okay, good, awesome. Congratulations then to Yiptastic. I hope that when you do get your watch, man, that you'll make sure to take a picture of it, tweet it to me in Zombie Grub so we can sit here in envy and jealousy of it.
Yeah, I hope it's baller. He chose the right one.
Yeah, I was looking at their website where they got all the pictures of the examples of people wearing watches. And at first I'm like, okay, there's so many different pictures. There's no way they hired like 100 different models to do this. These gotta be really like real people. But I'm like, oh man, all these people who are wearing the watches are pretty attractive. But then I was like, what if wearing the watch makes you attractive? I'm just saying. You wear that watch, suddenly you wake up the next morning, you get a promotion at work, you find $20 on the ground, you're more attractive than ever.
Abs? Like, yeah. Damn.
Guys, girls, doesn't matter.
Girls have 6-packs.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not exclusive. Like anybody.
Oh yeah. Okay, all right. Yeah, you're right. Oh, we have an immortal on the way. Really? You're gonna be an immortal all in? I don't know. It is only the second game. It's the first of 4.
Oh my god.
But if he does do it like an immortal all in, this isn't just like some type of like macro build, then I wonder if he's a little like scared of Snute, like be all inning twice in a row.
Well, okay, so first off, Snute's getting Spore Call, is anticipating a Stargate of some form. That's kind of, or DTs, that's kind of cute. But it's weird because, you've got 1 in 3-hatch before pool, you got Immortal Sentry all in on the other side of the map. I mean, did they both just decide to go old school today?
Yeah, right, yeah. So it's definitely going to be that all in. He hit the Immortals, didn't take the 4th gas, got a lot of gateways on the way. Snute He hasn't really been able to tell this so far. I mean, 2 gates at the front doesn't really tell you a whole lot, and the Overlord is not running in to check. So I am a little worried, you know, like, these 9 drones might have been the last he should make.
Yeah.
What does he have? He has a Roach Warren and no roaches on the way yet.
It's funny too, because Snute was struggling with this build for a while, and then he started just doing really stupid things like this, like this. I was gonna get right into this, where he just started throwing in walls of spine crawlers. And back once upon a time, this was the way to go about it. In Wings of Liberty, there was no fast, effective Hydras, right? So this was the way you had to deal with it, because force fields can't stop the spine crawlers, and there's not enough damage to bust through all of these too quickly. But the problem is this does only defend the natural, so Snute's still got to get units, Lings, Hydras, etc. to stop the attack generally, much less save his own third.
Yeah. But you know, Welmu having to wait for the pylon, I guess the Warp Prism was the last thing to come out, a little bit awkwardly timed. He does give Snute enough time to get some Hydras. The Spine Crawlers finish up. Again, that Spore Crawler being a champ gets 2, 3, 4 shots.
Oh, the Warp Prism, what?
Well, this is weird. But, I mean, yeah, so Welmu just goes to the third, right? And that's a guaranteed kill, basically.
Yeah, but you know, for Snute, it's about keeping the drones alive, the queen alive, and it sounds silly, but against an attack like this, you heard Zombie Grub say all-in earlier, for good reason. If you can keep those drones alive, you recover off the all-in a lot better.
He just threw down a Forge, a Toilet Council, a 4th gas. He is looking to macro out of this, and I don't know if I hate that decision. You know, like you guaranteed yourself a third. You didn't lose any units quite yet. I mean, why not try and macro from it? Well, my argument would be that the Hydras are really good, but oh hey, it might work. I don't know what the drone's really gonna take. They're gonna add some damage. Really? Just go home.
I think the problem was there was danger, though. You couldn't just send those back home, but identifying that the recall went off, yeah, now you can send those home. But as far as you know, the Immortals and Sentries were just chilling right here waiting to catch the drones.
I don't know about you, but I probably would have just made them go all around the map, you know? They can come back.
No, you know what? I used to do that. I used to do it all the freaking time, but then I would just end up running into the army every single time as well. So I was like, this is stupid. I actually, if you ever watch my stream, I always go burrow builds now, just so I can burrow the drones. And I've actually had a way more effective hold rate against Protoss all-ins doing that. That's not good, but it's better than my old tactics for sure.
This War Prism is looking to add some additional harassment. Remember that he does not really have the appropriate tech per se to like a Hydra bust, you know, nothing with splash basically, and not a whole lot of Blink Stalkers, but Immortals and Sentries probably would have done the job. Buying time is even better. Although, maybe he's not even going to get a third. He kills the Overlord, so it looks like he's planning on getting a third, but then I don't see any more probes. He's just going to like turn out Blink in the upgrade and go for a Blink Immortal all in. Kind of looking that way.
So many Hydras.
It is, but you know, they're in the main right now. What if he just force fields off the natural, kills a third again? I mean, Snute could afford to lose a third once. I don't know about twice, and then an even further contain. This is gonna be a tough one. That's a very powerful army with Immortals and Blink, and at least one upgrade. Mutas are gonna be a bit of a like a question mark when it comes to this, because I think they'd be more effective just killing probes, but they might be able to maybe pick off the Warp Prism. Maybe they'll suicide an Immortal and try and help that way.
Shout out to Xanthus, by the way. He sent a donation. We'll read it afterwards. It's a big donation, too. We'll read it afterwards because the... Sorry, the fight's coming down as this comes in. Gonna focus on the Warp Prism and get rid of the issue in the main. Mutalisks pop out. I'm surprised he's got gas for so many after making all these Hydralisks. But he'll use these as a method of what the Lings were trying to do earlier. The counterattacks were attempting to harass, and Snute just wasn't getting that harass. But with the Lings and Mutas to attack, with Hydras and Spines to defend, I love Snute's position right now.
I think I like it too. You can also start moving those spine crawlers down to make sure that he's able to take on the army. It does recall. Obviously, he scouts that. Just leave. Get a couple of sentries.
And the problem is too, like, as Snute keeps retaking thirds, I'm sure some folks are like, well, why does he just put the spine crawlers over there? Because the second he does that, the natural becomes vulnerable. So the last thing Snute wants to do is invest in like 8 more spine crawlers. He's done what he needs to do, and he keeps drawing Welmu back through these recalls, which ceasefires on the attacks. So, I mean, it's been executed pretty well so far.
Yeah, this is what he should do, right? Make sure that that little well area isn't quite so vulnerable that, you know, sentries are going to blitz the natural or the third base to get the force fields off. off. But he does take the fourth in not in the corner base, but in the one that goes towards your opponent, which is a little bold. Just because you know that you got the warp prism, and you're guessing they're not going to add in DTs, I suppose. It seems that the corner base would be pretty safe, where the one that he's taking now would, of course, be the one that you attack directly when you're ready to attack again. Which I don't know if Welmu's going to be ready anytime soon, because he still is worried that mutas are coming, like more than just the 10 initially.
Well, I want to finally get back to the donation here. Xanthras60 donated $50 to the Base Trade TV live event fund. That's money that's going towards the live event coming up in August for Toronto. He says, I may not have won the contest for the watch, but Base Trade TV is the real winner here. Thank you for the fantastic content and keep up the amazing work. So thank you for $50, but more so, thank you for the kind words, man.
Yeah.
I really like, I don't know if people say nice things about us.
Yeah, most people like when people say nice things about them. Just kind of makes you feel good.
Yeah. Self-confidence is a real issue amongst teens in America, and we feel susceptible to that growing up.
And 27-year-olds in Canada.
What?
Oh, what?
Spoiling everything. TV shows, plots, ages. Can you just calm yourself? Can you not?
A TV show. Excuse you.
I'm sure you will.
Maybe. I don't watch enough. I don't watch enough TV shows to spoil them. Speaking
towards the future.
Well, we still have a lot more Hydras. By now, Wim was figured out that he's not going to go into mutas. They were just going to be the 10, and that was it.
Yeah.
But he's got a third base saturated. He's on a way to Storm, as opposed to Colossus. Again, I think this is just the anticipation that they're going to get a Hive and a Viper first, and you don't want to be stuck with 4 Colossus against 4 Vipers. You want to just get to the feedbacks of the Storm. It also means that there's not consistent damage. But Storms usually get some pretty nice shots.
They do. Diving for the Templar, I don't know if that... I mean, the Mutas definitely still had some use left in them, but it does open up supply for more Hydras, I guess. But man, this army... Like, I'm just thinking, like, Storms don't get a lot of damage. We talk about this, but, like, if a force field wall goes off and traps, like, 7 Hydras, well, they're gonna get stormed.
Yeah. This is very dangerous. There's so many force fields. It's really... Welmu really hasn't had to use any, because the fights have already been always been about killing the third. Oh, this did not go that well. It's not terrible yet. I mean, Snute's on 4 bases. He does need to get more of his gas geysers up, though. He's really not retaken many of them. He's only on 5. Ooh. I guess he's looking to snipe the third, but he's giving away so many Hydras to do it.
Yeah. I mean, Snute does have a bit of money to play with, but I feel like this attack was such a big dedication, and he got so little in return. Look at the resources. Lost good game. Wow, what a throw. What?
I think he felt really stuck on the lair Hydra thing, you know? Like,